Welcome, parents, to the Culture Builder app. The Culture Builder app is designed to help you support your son or daughter and your son or daughter's coach in developing a culture that impacts the character of your son or daughter. So, let us give you a little bit of the overview of what you're looking at. First, this is the theme, or this is the vision that your coach has for the program that your son or daughter is playing. And then, of course, these are the core values. You can always slide to the left. There may be 3, 4, 5, that there may be some to the right, so you can just slide to the right. Then, if you click on each one, you can see the details of that core value. So there's the vision again. So we're talking about the value of trust. This is the definition that your coach has developed for the value trust. So it gets everyone on the same page about what we mean about trust. Principles are the language, the inspiring reminders, the phrases that help you overcome adversity, or when you don't feel like trusting, what do we need to be saying to ourselves? And finally, these are so important. What are the standards of behavior that your coaches set out for everyone in the program, for the coaches, for the players, and for the parents? So these are all the standards of living out trust. And there's a culture framework under each one of those values. Now you'll see the little green block. The app has the ability, or the coaches have the ability, to help your son or daughter have a culture rep. And what we say by rep is that's a repetition. So how can I practice our culture this week? So in our example here, this is South Alabama baseball, that we're working on the value of discipline. And so the coaches have identified for the players this week, they want them to make up their bed before they leave home. So this is a way that they can actually practice their culture, not just when they're around their players in the weight room at practice during games, but the other 22 hours of the day when they're away from them. So you will see this in green, and that is what your player is going to be working on for the week. Now, on their app, they will have a button on that green section that says mark complete. So at the end of the week, they've done it, they can mark complete. So that's what that area is. So you can play a pivotal role in knowing what your son or daughter is being asked to work on that week and reinforcing it with them at home. So that's the culture rep section. Then here's a few tools that you have access to. These are just team building activities that the coach and athletes have access to. Any team resources, like there may be some medical information for your team, maybe there's some mental health resources for your son or daughter, and other various things the coach may add to your team resources. The accountability system. You always want to know are the coaches maintaining standards, right? You want coaches to be consistent. So now this gives you the process that they use to actually hold everyone, including themselves, to the standard. So now it provides consistency, so you know what to expect from your coach. Next, they may send you messages that reinforce the culture. This is where those would lie. And then finally, this is one of the coolest parts of the app that serve you directly, just for a parent. So if you click on just for a parent, you will see common issues that you may face as you are navigating this sports journey with your child, right? How do I respond well after my child had a tough game, right? Being a parent myself, I haven't always done that well. I wish I would have had a resource to figure out what's a better way to respond when I get a little bit too emotional. So you can just click the ask button under each one of those topics, and it knows your team's culture, it knows your values, and it's going to give you some ideas on how you can better react, in this case, how to talk to your son or daughter about a tough game. If you want to continue to ask questions about this topic, you can do that here. So feel free to look at all of the different topics we're being added to during the time that you're using the app. So always check back for just for a parent. If you've got a suggestion of something we can add to that, please send us an email at info@seasonbuilder.org. So that is the main functionality of the Season Builder app. But I did want you to know you have a few other tools that you can use for your own personal growth. There's a wisdom feed. We always talk about something, we call it Wise Wednesday. So every Wednesday, there'll be some wisdom posted into the app. If you go on the More tab, maybe you're interested in faith and exploring faith, you have the ability to do that here. And then there are more parent topics as well as podcasts, inspiring videos, articles, all kind of other things under the More app. So we just appreciate you guys going on the journey. You're a huge part of building a positive culture. You play an important role, and we want to give you the tools to help you best support your son or daughter's coach and your son or daughter directly.